What's up, my peeps? Welcome to another episode from your favorite urban traveler. Now, I'm still in Hawaii on the beautiful island of Kauai. And in the previous episode, you either saw or you missed me get on a motorcycle for the first time in years. That's right, I took a Harley out and rode all over this garden island, which was crazy cool. Got to see Waialua Falls. Stopped at JoJo's and got the best shaved ice in Hawaii.
Happy birthday, Mark.
And Bandit and I showed you what Hyanna Beach looks like on a Tuesday morning in August. But unfortunately, all good things come to an end, and it was time to take the bike back. Let me tell you, this little bopper was the sole source of my happiness on August 8th and part of August 9th, 2023. It just felt amazing to be so free as I explored Kauai. This is one of the brothers that helped me out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. From the Bronx, too.
That's right. How cool is that? This brother here, good brother. I mean, good brother. And probably the only other black man I saw the entire time I was in Kauai. You know what? That's not true. The gentleman who checked my bike and I had to do a test drive for before they gave me the bike. Another cool brother. Really cool, too. In fact, the 4 people I dealt with at Kauai Motorsports were top-notch individuals. As far as professionalism, they did their thing. No complaints from the urban traveler. But it was time to continue on with my exciting week of adventures in Kauai. The sequel. So the plan was to head up to the North Shore and spend the day in Hanalei, which was about a beautiful 45-minute drive on one of those 2-lane roads from Kapa'a. On the way, I figured I'd stop in Princeville and let Bandit out to get some footage for you. But somehow, that footage didn't record. So I made it to Princeville, and I parked the car to do a little flying. And I looked out the window and checked this out. It's so crazy. He's just hovering right outside my window. He actually walked over here because I saw him chase another chicken off. I thought he would run off once I lowered the window, but no, he actually stopped pecking at himself and turned toward me. Look at that. They must know they rule the land. That is so cool. I had passed this overlook a few times while on the bike, and now this was my chance to stop and take a look. What I didn't realize was Bandit would want a piece of the action as well. I also didn't realize that though I was going to Hanalei, this was the Hanalei Valley overlook, and I actually needed this. I needed to stop and take a break. I needed to see this beauty. Because while I was able to see and appreciate how lucky I was to be in such a beautiful place, I also knew that a week later, I was supposed to be in Maui, just when the devastation, the wildfires, were destroying Maui. So obviously, a lot of this beauty is taking away from the angst that I'm feeling about Maui. Friends that I was supposed to meet in Maui were texting back and forth with how we should cancel our trip, our stay in Maui. But at the time, I don't think I could believe, I didn't want to believe that anything could be this bad.
111 people now confirmed dead, hundreds unaccounted for. Search and rescue teams have covered 38% of the impact zone.
I'm telling you, there's no way I could have imagined. I don't think anybody could imagine that something this horrific was happening. I mean, just imagine your entire life being wiped out within a matter of hours, and you're fighting for your survival. I can't lie, I didn't want to think about it. And I knew I had that option. And because I was on vacation, I wanted to utilize it. Being on Kauai, I could do that. The people of Maui, they couldn't. They still can't. If there is a downside to traveling alone, it would be, usually, you're not talking. And your thoughts, they stay in your head. And if you don't want to hear them, you're going to need distraction. But isn't that the whole point of vacation in the first place? To take us away from first world problems? that's why I made the decision to continue my vacation as best I could. And my next stop, the beautiful town of Hanalei. I love this place. Now this is downtown Hanalei, which I found out way too late is the most consistently happening part of Kauai. In other words, if I'd found out sooner how cool Hanalei was, I would have spent more time there, because I found out Hanalei actually has a nightlife. But for this trip, all your footage is G-rated. Can you imagine having something this beautiful available to you every day? You know what, I don't think I'd want to, because I don't think I'd want to get used to something so breathtaking. See, I'm that guy that likes appreciating the pleasures in life, and so seeing a beautiful ocean view or a beautiful woman, they're not the same thing, but I know I wouldn't want to get used to either. And don't worry, we'll get back to her later.
Head held high, even though it's not a lie that we need deep in the dust. Killing time while pretending that we're fine, thinking someday we will burst. You and I are falling behind, and I'm ready to go get out while we're whole. Now take my advice, take my advice.
Man, it smells so good. I wish I could figure out where the smell of this food is coming from. There's so many little restaurants and eateries right here in the Chinyang village that it's hard to pinpoint where these amazing aromas are coming from. Barbecue. Now you already know I love me some barbecue, but I didn't want to make that my first stop because I've come to learn you can't trust everybody's barbecue, which just ain't right. I mean, there should be laws in place when it comes to barbecue and mac and cheese. Anyway, after walking around a bit in search of some place to satisfy my hunger, I stumbled across this corner sports bar, Calypso. A cool sports bar right in the middle of town with a chill ambiance, a wide selection of spirits, and a pretty freaking good chicken wrap.
Let go, I wanted you. I know, you feel it too. Cut loose, before we sink. We sink into the ocean's blue, the ocean.
So I received a text from my friend Steve all the way back east reminding me that the Vikings were playing. So I asked Drew the bartender if we could watch, and without any hesitation, they put it on. I mean, it's preseason, but it's still my team, and win or lose, I like watching the Vikings. I also like a good chicken wrap with fries.
And bread.
Good chilling at the bar, you know?
Yeah, I cook every day.
Alright, let me confess, I chickened out. Because I know I should have turned the camera toward the pretty young lady talking to me, but instead I kept it pointed toward the game because I'm just not comfortable shoving my camera all up in someone's face like that. But in all fairness to me, we were talking about her and her boyfriend.
And then this is the Nepali. All this.
Ah, all the way up here?
See, it ends. Yeah, like right here. So
And
this
we're
is
right in this little alcove here.
Yeah, that's the curve of Hanalei Bay there.
Now this sweet little voice you're hearing is Macy, who works at an art gallery and is explaining what I'll see at Hanalei Beach.
Wow. And so if I go over there, I'll be doing the beach, and that's what I'm going to see? Mm-hmm. That there is right there.
You'll be looking at this view here.
It was so much.
Okay, hold on.
That's about it.
Okay. All right. That is really pretty.
Yeah, that one's so nice. The colors.
I can't believe that's still sitting there.
What do you mean?
I'm surprised someone hasn't purchased it.
Oh, yeah. The
And the
original
artist
sold
is...
quite a bit ago.
Wow. Damn. This is one person?
It's epic. This is his little work in progress.
It's right there when I started to feel this is a man's artwork. Because that's a lot of pride in what someone else did to not be emotionally connected.
And you're not an artist?
I am. I do jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how come you guys don't have a shop together? You tell them. You tell them. You know, it has come to my attention. Yeah, y'all need to do business together. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go.
Yeah. Enjoy. Yeah, you'll catch sunset. It's so beautiful.
Okay.
Whether I was right or wrong, I'll never know. But in no way am I ever going to be that guy that assumes that just because someone's nice to me, they're flirting with me. And as Macy suggested, I went to Honolulu Beach to capture this. Being here will make you wonder, is the Honolulu section of the North Shore the most beautiful part of Kauai? Well, you can't argue its beauty. And there's something about this beauty that makes you relax. There's something about this beauty that makes you forget the rest of the world.
So this is one of those places that I saw that I just couldn't let myself not capture. I wanted to be here for the sunset. Makes everything that you have to go through worth it.